Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I am back with another Cursed City mini. This week it is Qulathis the Exile, basically the Wood Elf Archer. She was primed in black and given a white zenithal highlight. I start off with Goblin Green for her skirt armor. Now for the vest I used Angel Green. This went on a lot thinner than I thought, but that's kind of helped as there's a zenithal highlight there, so it highlighted it for me because that still shows through. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or you can join Discord using the link in the description. For the scale mail part and her quiver, I used Army Green. The GW colour scheme is a bit more of a dark blue type colour, but that felt weird, so I figured more green on the Wood Elf is never a bad thing. Next I used Dark Sea Green for her leggings. This has green in the name, but it's very much just a dark grey colour. I then got started on all of the fur and the antlers using Banshee Brown. Now I used dirt splatter on the leather parts and the wood. For her skin, I used Elf Skin Tone, surprisingly. This is my go-to for light skin tone, but I think this is probably the first time I've actually used it on an elf. I now used a different skin tone but for her hair. This is Sunny Skin Tone. I'm going for that more ginger look, so with a flesh wash tone on top I'm planning to put on, it's going to give it that sort of shade that you want. This is probably the longest part of the mini now. This is glorious gold over all of those gold parts around her. For the other metal parts, which are just the arrowhead and the dagger on her back, I use plate mail metal. She has some bits of red ribbon in her hair, so I used vermilion on these as well as the arrow fletchings. To add a little variation to the fur, I've done a quick dry brush of grey matter beige. Now onto a highlight of the skin with elven flesh. This is a slightly lighter shade, but just enough to give a subtle highlight in the raised areas of the skin. To separate the antlers from the fur, I gave them a highlight of bone white. Next, I got started on the washes, starting off with green tone for all of those green areas of her clothing. Now I use dark tone for her fur, leggings and the silver metal parts. The final wash is flesh wash, and this is for everything else on her. I thin it down a little bit extra when it comes to the hair, as I really don't want it to stain too much. With the washes dry, I felt the wood and the leather parts needed a bit of a highlight, so I came in with Monster Brown, just gave them all a quick edge highlight. To finish up before I start basing, I just came back with Elven Flesh, just to touch up some of the areas of her skin. And that will be it for Qulathis. I based her the same way I do all my previous Cursed City minis, just Sterling Mud and a couple of dry brushes of grey. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below, or you can join my Discord using the link in the description. There you can vote on video ideas or share some things you've been working on. As always, there will be photos of this mini on my Instagram and Ko-Fi pages. For those of you who want to support the stream more than you already are, I have a Ko-Fi page where you can drop a tip as a one-off just to help me buy some supplies and minis. I also stream on Twitch if you want to come hang out and chat while I play games or paint minis. I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays and Sundays around 8 PM UK time. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, but most importantly, don't forget to be kind to each other.